Bike Adventures of Britain, Cumbria, and the Lake District. Sponsored by Held UK, Rider Equipment, and the Rooster Cafe and Restaurant in Penrith.
So we're starting this adventure from a lovely bunkhouse and campsite called Hag's Bank, run by Danny. And over the side there, that's the bunkhouse, which is very nice inside. Up to the side and up the top there, you've got camping on different levels, looking all the way across the valley, and behind there, the trees, you've got a bit more wild camping. And as you can see, there's a very good car park. So, let's get cracked on, eh? We're not too far from a little area called Nenthead. Very famous mining area back in the day. But we're now going to head our way to Alston. Fabulous Alston Moor. Countryside to take your eyeballs. And we're now just starting to come in, as you can see, the edge of Alston. So we drop down into England's highest market town. Fabulous little town, fabulous. And already, you don't see many of these days. You're riding over cobbles. And at the bottom of which we turn in left, you can turn right and go to South Tynedale Railway. A railway trust keeping steam alive. So we leave Alston and we head our way now to Penrith. With what can be only classed as one of the finest views in Cumbria on the way. Now as we reach the top, there are those of you, I am sure, will know where I'm at, and that's Hartside. And here we have the view. Just look at that. Right in the distance there, that's where you've got Penrith. Skirting around, you've got the hills that go around the side of Ullswater. 1,903 feet above sea level. But you can see the mountains in the distance as the Lake District starts, and then all over the flatlands of Eden Valley. Simply breathtaking, isn't it? The twisting, winding road all the way from Hartside down into the little village of Melmerby. Now as we come into Melmerby, there's a little road on the right here, and this is the one that we're going to take, because it's going to take us to a lovely little cafe. And I'm all for promoting this little place so that you don't just stay at Hartside, you come and have some decent grub. And it's the Old Village Bakery. So let's go and have a look inside. And there you've got the chiller cabinet with a nice selection. They also do Sunday lunches. And upstairs we've got Holberry. And we shall now continue our journey. Now we're going to turn right here, even though it says Penrith straight on. We're going to turn right here, and that's going to enable us to see Penrith from a distance. Excuse me. We turned right back there instead of going straight on as the signs were saying, because this takes us to the above Penrith, so we can look down upon the town. And there we have it, the start of Penrith there, but then you've got the mountain ranges ahead. And those mountain ranges skirt round Haweswater and Ullswater, which is where we're going to be heading. All exciting stuff, isn't it? And there's Penrith there, look. And that's one of the reasons for coming this way, so you can get a good view over the top of Penrith that perhaps you wouldn't normally see. Now to continue on the same road, you're going to come to this junction at the end where, to have a look through Penrith, we need to turn left. So we continue into Penrith, and we're going to ride through the town centre to give you a little look. And there on the left you've got the Tourist Information Centre with the Eden Museum, find out even more information about the area. And then you come into the town centre, where you've got your banks, your town clock, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, so be aware when you come into the Rooster Cafe. We're going to turn left at the roundabout, but then he turns instantly right. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So we turn left, and then we need to go straight over. And there it is there, look. The Rooster Cafe and Restaurant. And what we're going to do is go and have a look inside. So we leave the Rooster, and now we're going to head down to the top end of Ullswater. Now just on the left here, you've got the Reghead Discovery Centre, which is, would you believe, just across that mound there. So you go towards where the fuel station is, but go through the fuel station and continue round. And it's pretty cool. Whacking great cinema screen. And they also have exhibitions on. But you'd have to check their website to see what films or exhibitions are on. And when we get down to the bottom here, I'm going to turn left to go into Pooley Bridge, where there is also a fabulous camping park that has, well, pods which are just brilliant. So you can camp or pod. And in fact, they've even got 2 self-catering cottages and static caravans that you can hire. How about that for a view? This is the station that you get the Ullswater steamers at. So the steamer itself goes from this pier and goes all the way down to Glenriddin, through all that glorious sunshine and through fantastic countryside. Doesn't it look splendid today? These were the mountains that we could see right the way up on top of Hartside. So we continue going round, and in 2015 there was some storms. Those storms were so biblical. A stone bridge that had been here for hundreds of years got washed away. Literally got washed away. And this is the temporary replacement that they've put in. So the water gushed down here that hard with so much force. A hundreds of year old stone bridge, well, it was as if it was made out of matchsticks. So this is Pooley Bridge, again another very popular spot. Pubs with beer gardens on the side of the river. Caravan and camping park. This is the one that's got static caravans that you can hire. Self-catering cottages with hot tubs. Some of the statics have got hot tubs as well. Okay, so we're leaving Hillcroft now to go to another magical stretch of water, surrounded by mountains that are simply gobsmacking. That's the word I shall use. Simply gobsmacking. So let's go and have a look at them. And then we come into the leafy area. And that in itself should start to tell you something. The surroundings of Haweswater, well, I would say they're just simply breathtaking. Because Haweswater is actually man-made. And the dam was built to create Haweswater, to supply the water to the northwest, mainly down to Manchester, so somewhere underneath the workings that we are going across now and this is where you start to see her in all her fabulous glory. Haweswater was built round about the Second World War. She was dammed at that end. And there's an aqueduct 60 miles long taking the water to the northwest, round about the Manchester area. But even more staggering is every day there are 400 million litres of water, 400 million kilograms of water every day leave Haweswater through that 60-mile aqueduct to supply the water. That's a staggering fact, isn't it? So we continue down. And then the surrounding mountains start to come into view. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Are you ready for the view? Just look at that. And this is where we leave this adventure. From Alston, through Penrith to Ullswater, ending up at Haweswater. And with a view like this, what better way to end? Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the other adventure tours that I've put together. And until the next time we ride again, bye bye for now.